Thank you, Johnny. Hi, folks, and welcome.
This is Jeopardy!
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
This is Jeopardy! Here is today's contestant. Player one. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Hey, Johnny, thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to you in the Jeopardy round. The first round of play today has these categories for you. Animals, pets, Greek alphabet soup, Judy, theater ghosts, and back in the 1990s. Okay, let's get back into this. Player one, you make the next selection as we continue. Point the Wii remote at the screen and press the A button to select a clue. When the UK's 99-year lease on this crown colony ended, China retook control on July 1st, 1997. Okay, player one, use the Wii remote or press the corresponding... Right. Choose again, player one. On August 10th, 1993, she was sworn in as the 107th Supreme Court Justice. Let's hear it, player one. Yeah, good. You get to pick again, player one. Partying like it was February of 1999, Hugo Chavez became president of this country. Yes, player one. Yeah. Right. Select again. On January 1st, 1993, two new European nations were formed from the split of this suddenly ex-country. It's player one. That is correct. Player one, you pick again, please. On October 26, 1994, a peace treaty was signed between Israel and this country led by King Hussein I. Let's hear it, player one. You got it. We return to you, player one. The striped species of this mammal is identifiable by the two white stripes down its back forming a V. Yes, player one. Here's the response we were looking for. The skunk. Player 1, back to you. The Cape species of this bovine of southern Africa is extremely dangerous to man and has never been domesticated. Here's what we were looking for. The buffalo. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
The cuddly koala feeds almost exclusively on the leaves of this tree of the myrtle family.
Player 1. Good. Player 1, pick again. On the Galapagos Islands, the marine type of this lizard feeds on algae that it gathers off rocks at low tide. It's player 1. That's right. Way to go. You again, player 1. This small Andean rodent is prized for its fur, which can be gray with a deep blue underfur. Okay, player 1. Yes. Player 1, you pick again, please. Le Petit Théâtre du Vieux Carré in this U.S. city has several ghosts, including that of an actress who fell to her death. Let's hear it, player 1. Yeah! That's it. Select again. The man in this drab color who haunts the Drury Lane Theater may be the ghost of a man found bricked up in a wall there. Yes, player 1. Good for you. Player 1, pick again. The lady in blue seen in this Scottish city's Royal Lyceum Theatre may be the actress Ellen Terry. It's player 1. You are correct. Please pick again, player 1. Here's Kelly.
A ghost known as the Black Phantom used to appear in a mirror at the Empire Theater in this port city, Ringo Starr's hometown.
Player 1. Correct. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Melbourne's Princess Theatre boasts the ghost of a singer who died after playing this devilish role in Faust. Okay, player 1. Yep. We return to you, player 1. She became the advertising global spokeswoman for T-Mobile in 2002. Let's hear it, player 1. Yeah. That is correct. Player 1, back to you. In this type of testing, electronic equipment is subjected to the real-world conditions in which it'll be used. Yes, player 1. That's correct. Choose again, player 1. Woo! It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. So, what's your wager? Answer. These waves of roughly 7 to 13 hertz are associated with relaxation and creativity in the brain. Yes. You get to pick again, player 1. 1970's #1 hit for Helen Reddy. Okay, player 1. Woo! Right. You again, player 1. This Swiss watch company was founded by Louis Brandt in 1848. It's player 1. Good. Please pick again, player 1. With more than 70 million living with American households, this is the most common house pet in the United States. player one. Yes. Player one, pick again. One of the oldest domesticated dog breeds is the Saluki, the royal dog of this ancient people. It's player one. Correct. Player one, you pick again, please. She hit the top 40 in both 1975 and 1977 with Send in the Clowns. Okay, player one. Hey, you're right. Player one, back to you for our next selection. William Howard Taft was the last pres to have one of these grazing at the White House. Her name was Pauline Wayne. Let's hear it, player one. That's correct. You get to pick again, player one. As Judy, this 1980 title character, Goldie Hawn said, "And I mean, look at this place. The Army couldn't afford drapes?" Player one. Good. We return to you, player one. From 1984 to 1992, Judith Light and this live-in housekeeper struggled over the question, who's the boss? Yes, player one. Yes. You again, player one. This type of parrot that bears the name of a South American river can get used to cooler temperatures. Okay, player one. Yes. Choose again, player one. Often advertised in comic books, see these are actually brine shrimp in suspended animation. Yes, player one. Right. Player one, back to you. Judy Reyes staffed Sacred Heart Hospital as nurse Carla Espinosa on this Zach Braff sitcom. Let's hear it, player one. You got it. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Her losing the Oscar for 1954's A Star is Born was called the biggest robbery since Brinks. Player one?
Yeah!
Yep. The Double Jeopardy round will begin right after this. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. Missing links. War. Sports Joes. Classic novel spoilers. Nature study. And martial arts. All right, if you're ready, it's Double Jeopardy time. Henry V and Joan of Arc both fought in this lengthy struggle between England and France. It's player one. You are correct. Select again. Let's go to the Clue Crew for this next clue.
Gas masks became a key part of a soldier's equipment after poison gas was used at the Second Battle of Ypres during this war.
Yes, player one. That's correct. Choose again, player one. In the biggest amphibious invasion in history, 350,000 troops invaded this French region in 1944. Player one? Good for you. Select again. The 262 model from this German manufacturer was the world's first operational fighter jet. Okay, player one. Yes. You again, player one. The oldest army unit in the world is this national one, founded in 1506, that guards the Pope. It's player one. That's right. Way to go. Player one, you pick again, please. In a nice 2-year run, he married Marilyn in 1954 and was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in '55. Let's hear it, player one. Yeah. Correct. Player one, back to you. Richard Nixon's enemies list included Jane Fonda and this New York Jets quarterback. Player one? Woo! Right. Please pick again, player one. In 1973, George Foreman grilled this smokin' guy, knocking him down 6 times in 2 rounds. Let's hear it, player one. That's correct. You get to pick again, player one. In 1908, troubled by blisters, this outfielder played in his stocking feet. It's player one. Yeah! That's it. Player one, pick again. In 1950, he became an assistant coach for Penn State football. In '66, he took over as head coach. Yes, player one. Right. We return to you, player one. Swiss scientist creates monster that craves bride. Scientist makes and destroys bride. Scientist dies. Monster mourns. Okay, player one. Yeah, hey, you're right. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Raskolnikov murders an old woman. Raskolnikov confesses and is sentenced to 8 years in Siberia. Yes, player one. Good. Player one, back to you. Constance marries paralyzed Sir Clifford, has an affair with the gamekeeper, gets pregnant, awaits divorce and new life. It's player one. Yeah. That is correct. We return to you, player one. Write up your blank oop. Player one? Right you are. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Hi-O blank wedding anniversary. Let's hear it, player one. That is correct. Player one, pick again. Woo! Answer, the first of the daily doubles. You are in the lead right now. Please enter your wager. All right, here's your clue. Break the blank of America. Correct. Please pick again, player one. An oil called urushiol causes skin irritation when you brush up against this 3-leafed plant, Rus radicans. Okay, player one.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. You get to pick again, player one. All right, here with the clue is Kelly.
These spore-producing plants are among the Earth's most ancient. Some species date back more than 300 million years.
Player one. Nope. The correct response is ferns. Select again. Like fish, mushrooms have these, but in a mushroom, they're where the spores are produced. Yes, player one. That is correct. Player one, you pick again, please. In the West, the ninja combat weapons known as shuriken are called throwing these. Let's hear it, player one. That's it. Choose again, player one. In karate, a hiji is a strike with this body part. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean? It's player one. Yes. You again, player one. The folding Filipino fighting knife called a balisong is also known by this insect name. Okay, player one.
Yeah.
Correct. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Fall by the blank in. It's player one. Yes. You get to pick again, player one. Answer? The second daily double. And you're in the lead now. Please select your wager.
Player
Answer
one.
this. Heathcliff is raised in the Earnshaw home. Falls for Kathy. Love thwarted. Both die. That is correct. Select again. Itinerant workers George and Lenny dream of owning a ranch. Lenny accidentally kills a girl. George kills Lenny. Yes, player one. Yep. Player one, back to you. The northern fur species of this migrates from its breeding grounds in Alaska's Pribilof Islands to California. Player one? That's right, way to go! You again, player one. Krav Maga is the official self-defense system of this Mideast country's defense forces. Let's hear it, player one. Good. Choose again, player one. A bokken and a shinai are two types of swords used in this Japanese martial art, whose name means Way of the Sword. Okay, player one. You are correct. We return to you, player one. The freshwater peach blossom type of this sticky coelenterate is making a comeback in China's Jilin Lake. Let's hear it, player one. No. Oh! Here's what we wanted. The jellyfish. And the $2,000 clue? News blank photography. It's player one. Right. I'll see you for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. Here comes the Final Jeopardy, players. The category is this: 16th century names. So, what's your wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Our Final Jeopardy clue today is: Paul III roared at him, "I have waited 30 years for your services. Now I'm Pope, can't I satisfy my desire?" Your response? And that correct response will add... Congratulations to you, player one. Good game. Thank you so much for playing.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome today's contestant. Player one. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone. You look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. The Animal Kingdom. Countries by newspaper. A hostile takeover. Classical composers. Odd words. And from screen to stage. Player one, you start us off. Dumbledore is actually an old word for this insect. J.K. Rowling imagined him humming all the time. Yes, player one. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus control. Right. Please pick again, player one. The name of this light, crinkled fabric comes from the Persian shur or shakar, meaning milk and sugar. Okay, player one. Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. We're talking about seersucker. Player one, pick again. The fact that clavate means shaped like this isn't something you have to hit me over the head with. Player one? Good. And you're back into some money. Player one, you pick again, please. Too much time enjoying potent potables? You could end up with a Katzenjammer, one of these. Let's hear it, player one. Hey, you're right. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Robinsonade is not a refreshing drink. It's a novel similar in theme to a work by this author. Here's the correct response. Daniel Defoe. Player one, back to you. In 1762, this 6-year-old and his sister performed for Empress Maria Theresa. Okay, player one.
Yeah!
Right you are. Player one, you pick again, please. For several years, his friend Carl Amenda was one of the few people who knew about his increasing deafness. It's player one. Correct. You again, player one. During his lifetime, Johann Sebastian Bach was best known as a master of this instrument. Player one. Yes. Please pick again, player one. He composed the Four Seasons in 1723. Yes, player one. That's correct. Choose again, player one. On March 3rd, 1875, his Carmen premiered in Paris, and he was decorated with the French Legion of Honor. The correct response is Georges Bizet. You get to pick again, player one. Enjoy the Sleep in Heaven Youth Hostel or the Newhound Boat Hostel in this capital of Denmark. It's player one.
Yeah!
That's correct. Select again. I'm sure the Red Bus Hostel is fine, but the Mellow Mood Central Hostel caught my eye in this capital of Hungary. Okay, player one. You got it. Player one, pick again. Do the Funky Chicken Hostel or the Butterfly Villa Hostel in this Romanian capital. We're talking about Bucharest. We return to you, player one. It's off to the Hans Brinker Budget Hotel or Dirty Nelly's Inn. Sounds inviting. In this major European city. Here's the response we were looking for. Amsterdam. Player one, pick again. Surf the Internet Hostel or the Marriott Hostel. Note the lack of an extra R and T in Marriott. In this Bulgarian capital. Here's the correct response. Sofia. Select again. The Sydney Morning Herald, the Queensland Independent. Player one. Good for you. Player one, back to you. The Shizuoka Shimbun, the Nikan Ubejiho. Let's hear it, player one. Right. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Avanti, Il Messaggero. Yes, player one.
Yeah!
Ah, good. Please pick again, player one. Haaretz, Ma'ariv. Here's what we wanted. Israel. You again, player one. Jyllands-Posten, Politiken. Here's the correct response. Denmark. Choose again, player one. The Norway type of this infuriating rodent actually originated in Asia. Okay, player one. Right. You get to pick again, player one. The eyes of these croaking critters usually bulge, but they retract and push down on the mouth to help in swallowing. Player one. You are correct. Player one, you pick again, please. The hermit type of this animal can twist its abdomen to one side, so it tucks neatly into its home. Let's hear it, player one. That is correct. We return to you, player one. This large prickly rodent gets its name from the French for spined pig. Yes, player one.
Yeah!
Good. Player one, back to you for our next selection. The hirola is also known as the four-eyed species of this African ungulate. It's player one. Yes. We return to you, player one. X marks the spot where the musical, inspired by this Olivia Newton-John film about a roller disco, rolled onto Broadway. Player one. Good for you. Please pick again, player one. The musical Here's Love was based on this 1947 film in which the real Kris Kringle is hired to work at Macy's. Yes, player one. That's correct. You again, player one.
Yeah!
Answer, it's the Daily Double. And you have the lead. Give us a wager, player one. Here is your Daily Double clue. A handful of actors play more than 100 roles in The 39 Steps, based on this director's 1935 suspense classic. Oh, sorry. Here's what we were looking for. Alfred Hitchcock. Player one, back to you. A Wonderful Life is a charming musical adaptation of this director's classic film, It's a Wonderful Life. Let's hear it, player one.
Woo!
Correct. And the last clue for $1,000. In the musical Legally Blonde, blonde ambition takes Elle Woods all the way to this university's law school. Here's what we wanted. Harvard. The Double Jeopardy round will begin right after this. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. Leaf Me. Pop on a CD. Foreign words and phrases. 18th century America. Right on, soldier. And World Heritage Sites. Let's get back into this now. You have control of the board. Some consider the Hannibal variety of these, made from 100% Havana seed leaf, the world's finest. The correct response is cigars. Select again. Bags of this leafy vegetable from Natural Selection Foods were at the center of a September 2006 E. coli outbreak. It's player one. That's not it. Here's the correct response. Spinach. Choose again, player one. Like humans, leaves have an exterior epidermis and an interior arrangement of these vascular tissues. Okay, player one. Good. You get to pick again, player one. The Macrocystis genus of this seaweed can grow fronds up to 200 feet long. Here's the response we were looking for. Kelp. Player one, you pick again, please. This fragrant leaf of the laurel tree is sold commercially as a seasoning. Here's what we were looking for. The bay leaf. Player one, pick again. This entire Italian city, spread over 118 islands, is a World Heritage Site. Let's hear it, player one. No, that's not right. Here's the correct response. Venice. Choose again, player one. Kelly?
The pyramid known as the Castle is one of the wonders of this ancient Mayan city.
We're talking about Chichen Itza. Player one, you pick again, please.
Woo!
Answer, one of the Daily Double. You are in first place. What'll it be? Here is your clue. This South American capital didn't exist 60 years ago. Sorry, that's wrong. Here's what we were looking for. Brasilia. Player 1, pick again. You can visit this country's Los Olmedos Historic Park even if you're not a Viking. Here's the correct response. Canada. You get to pick again, Player 1. A visit to this country's Komodo National Park shouldn't drag on all day. Yes, Player 1. Sorry. The correct response is Indonesia. We return to you, Player 1. A student at Sandhurst, he later served in British military intelligence before creating his British super spy. Here's the response we were looking for. Ian Fleming. Please pick again, Player 1. This author of Starship Troopers was a graduate of the U.S. Naval Academy. Here's what we wanted. Robert Heinlein. Select again. Lew Wallace served as a major general in this war before penning Ben-Hur. We're talking about the Civil War. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Edward Gibbon was a captain in the Hampshire Grenadiers before writing The Decline and Fall of this empire. Player 1? That's it. You again, Player 1. This Grecian fought at Salamis and Marathon. His 70 plays include The Oresteia and Prometheus Bound. Here's the correct response. Aeschylus. Player 1, back to you. Born in 1752, she was trained as an upholsterer and could make and repair curtains, bed covers, rugs, and even umbrellas. It's Player 1. You got it. Select again. Kelly will present this clue.
After leaving the presidency in 1797, George Washington retired to this Virginia estate.
Okay, Player 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Choose again, Player 1. In April of 1777, Congress made this pamphleteer Secretary to the Committee on Foreign Affairs. Yes, Player 1. Good.
Yeah.
Player 1, back to you. Samuel Slater settled in Rhode Island and built America's first successful cotton spinning machines driven by this power. Player 1?
Oh.
No, that's not right. Here's what we were looking for. Water power. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. From May to November of 1763, Chief Pontiac tried to drive the British from this city, now the biggest in its state. The correct response is Detroit. You again, Player 1. Before a trip, it's proper to wish someone bon this, whether they're traveling by ship or not. It's Player 1. Right you are. Player 1, pick again. In many places of business, no zapatos, no service. Zapatos being Spanish for these. Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct. Please pick again, Player 1. Italian for to the tooth. It's how to order your pasta if you want it a little firm. Okay, Player 1. Yes. We return to you, Player 1.
Woo.
Answer. The other Daily Double. And you're in the lead now. How much? of the clue. Seize the day, I tell you, but do it with this Latin phrase. Right. You get to pick again, player one. And here's Kelly.
Locomotives with a 282 wheel configuration are called this type, an old name for the Emperor of Japan.
Here's the correct response. Mikado. Player one, you pick again, please. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Peachtree Road. Here's what we wanted. Elton John. We return to you, player one. Dirty Mind, Controversy, The Love Symbol Album. We're talking about Prince. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Rhythm Nation 1814, The Velvet Rope. Here's the correct response. Janet Jackson. You again, player one. Thankful, Breakaway. Here's the response we were looking for. Kelly Clarkson. Here's the $2,000 clue. The Writings on the Wall. Survivor. Here's what we wanted. Destiny's Child. Good game. You will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Final Jeopardy still to come, and here's the category. Economics. You need to select your wager. Press the corresponding direction on the plus control pad to select your response. And now the final clue. In 2007, this 18th century professor and writer became the first Scotsman to appear on an English banknote. What did you put as your response? And that will cost you. The correct response is Adam Smith.
Yeah!
This makes you our new champion, player one. So congratulations. So long.